Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so walking down the opposite side of Hollywood Boulevard here. Everything worth seeing is actually behind us, but this is my neighborhood, so I figured I'd come down another nook and cranny that I haven't stepped foot on. And try my very best not to get hit by a car, because she ain't paying attention to nothing at all. That lady is not paying attention to what she needs to be paying attention to, I can guarantee you that. But nevertheless, yeah, man, it's a famous hotel. You might have seen this on TV somehow, some way, that sign. Motels, I'm sure if the walls could talk on these things, man, they tell us a lot. But this path kind of takes you back down to where Kaiser is. And that Kaiser over on Sunset I was telling y'all about, showing you guys rather. This kind of parallels that down the opposite way, so that's kind of the direction I'm walking in. There's nothing over here at all. Thailand Plaza, like I said, for me, sightseeing, it's just about going by old areas that I grew up in and seeing how they've changed. Now this side of Hollywood Boulevard actually didn't go down as much. There's really not a whole lot of stuff going on down here for me and my mom, really at all. Although I do think our Sizzler, the famous, not famous, but the neighborhood Sizzler we used to go to, I think was down here. I don't remember if it was on Sunset or if it was on Hollywood Boulevard. I honestly don't remember. But it was down this direction. I'm pretty sure it's been gone for a long time. But yeah, man, I feel good. I'm glad I'm out of the hotel. I'm glad it's not raining. But it just feels good, man. I feel like I've kind of passed the test, I guess you could say, with that whole situation with old dude, and stressing yesterday about whether the money was going to come in, and just putting forth faith and effort to believe in that faith and letting the Lord do what he do. Just kind of put me in a position to feel a lot better about my life as it pertains to this day, this specific day. You know, whatever comes with it, to be the glory, you know, faith first. That's really what we do. And everything else, fall into place. But in the meantime, I hope everybody's having a good day. You know what I mean? Winning your battles. That's what it's all about, man. Every day, every couple moments, you might have to look up and say, hey, God, I need you for the next 3 hours, man. I don't know what comes next. That's all you need to do. Sometimes it ain't deeper than that. Make it so that I don't get hit by 2 cars at once. That kind of thing. Because Lord knows, that's exactly what almost happened to this lady right here. That car right here is going to hit her, and that one right there was going to hit her. I kid you not. But nevertheless, that's what it's about, man. And winning these battles, keeping your awareness, letting the Lord take care of what's in your blind side, and keeping your head forward and on the swivel and all the other stuff that makes sense on the streets. But more than anything, just letting your faith take care of what's outside of your control. A lot of stuff you're gonna be, no matter how sharp you are, no matter how well you play chess, sometimes stuff is just outside of your control. And as it is, you will need something greater than yourself to either have your back or help you absorb whatever comes with your back not being covered. And that can be difficult, very difficult. But at the same time, it's doable. It's doable, especially if he put you on that walk and he put you in a position to have all the strength necessary, or the access to all the strength necessary to align with what you need to be on that walk. Some of us, it goes very well for, others not so much, but everybody has their day where they have to just apply their faith and let it be what it's going to be. Everybody has to try to read energy as well as they can, and sometimes we just don't read it properly. Sometimes somebody you think you can trust, you can't trust. Sometimes people you think you can't trust actually are the people who have your back. There's no perfect science to this. And so a lot of times with the world telling us what we need to be fearful of and what it is we need to trust, it aligns us with the worst fate if we just align with what it is that they say. And that, my friends, is why faith is so important, because culture often only benefits those who can profit from it. They don't teach you who to really trust. They don't teach you what's really good for you. They don't teach you what should be in, you should believe should, otherwise align with your spirit. It ain't gonna give you all that you need. A lot of the time you're gonna be left outside of what you need, following those cultures. So follow your spirit, align with what it is that's best for your spirit. Believe in the God that is greater than you. Whether you this religion or that religion, notice something exists. How you doing, bro? And it's one of those situations where if you keep that alignment and you follow what you know is good in your heart, you put a drop in the bucket of faith every day. You put a drop in the bucket of faith twice a day if you have that strength. Believe me, man. Believe me. You're going to be okay regardless of what others look like. Look what others see when they look at you in your walk is what I'm trying to say to you. People may say, oh, he's going through the most tragic thing. Yeah, but he got the strength necessary to deal with that tragedy. And they went through the most traumatic thing. Yeah, but God equipped them with the strength to deal with that trauma. There's nothing that you have going on in your life, no matter how raw it may look to me. There's nothing you got going on in your life that God didn't equip you for. Nothing. All of it is supposed to help you align with who it is he wants you to be. See that? Excuse me. That is the observatory that we often go to. I still ain't watched that observatory video I did. I've yet to see it. I am not watched that thing. There's a couple videos I ain't watched. 444, for which I don't actually know if that's really 444. I ain't watched that either. The one where I was sitting down looking at all the pictures of my mom and all the pictures that I had gone through and stuff like that. I still ain't seen that video. I made that before I even left Linux. Haven't sat down and watched it. I did go back and watch Food, for which I watched like 2 weeks later. I encourage everybody to go back and double back and watch some of those videos, man. Because at the end of the day, some of them I ain't even seen yet, and they're probably good stuff. But yeah, man, I don't really know exactly where I'm headed, but it feels right, so I'm gonna keep walking. For all I know, I run into somebody I grew up with or something. I don't know. But I'm walking, man. I don't really care too much, man. I just wanted to get out the house, or rather get out of that room, continue to feel the fresh air that I've been feeling. You know, that's really what it is. And everything else, let it fall into place, man. I'm ready for good things to happen in my life. I'm ready to be where the Lord wants me to be in a more permanent way, rather than, you know, hovering around different rooms and studio lives. And you know, with that comes hopefully someone else who can kind of replace me in the studio lodge, no different than anything else. And it's like the Linux apartment. I prayed a great deal that good people with good vibes would come back there and be able to benefit from that place as much as I have. You know, these are things that we pray about a lot in this life. Care about what type of energy you leave behind. You know, a lot of times you spend a night in a place or you feel bad vibes there. You can tell the people who lived there weren't right or what have you if you're spiritually inclined. I want to do the opposite. I want to literally leave behind the complete opposite everywhere I go. So that when other people live where I've lived or laid where I've laid, they'll feel the benefits of the prayers that I've prayed. That's what I was thinking about in the room that I just left. And I'll tell you the truth. I'm very happy to be out of that room. I don't think that's a secret to anybody who heard me speak about it. That was my least favorite room in the whole building thus far. And I pray to God that I first get a room there tomorrow, but that it will be a better room. Or that I will be comfortable in it if he happens to give me the same one. But I really don't want 107 again, man. Last night was a challenge. We had some Spanish-speaking dudes outside my window talking at like 11:30 at night to the top of their lungs. God knows what. They weren't saying nothing in English, but right next to my window, man. And after that, it was a dude that came up there. He was sweet-talking his lady right after that, and I could hear everything he was saying, most of which I didn't want to hear, man. You know how that goes. It's like 12:30 at night. People are talking right outside your damn window. I don't want to hear it. But at the same time, it's like, it's what comes with having a patio literally right next to your window. So I'm not the social type to begin with. So I definitely wasn't appreciative of that anytime it happened, but got me through it. 3 weeks of that. I'm done with that. Whatever's next, it won't be that. And I'm happy about it. And that cold shower, whatever's next, it won't be that. But that shower was freezing most of the time, man. I actually got used to it, unfortunately, which does bother me a great deal, because I don't know if my tolerance for hot water is the same, and I'm gonna have to get used to that again. But yeah, lukewarm water, barely warm showers. Had to take that for like 3 weeks. Did not love that, man. Did not love that. Appreciative that I was able to shower. Appreciative, but hated it. And I hated every second of that. My body likes hot water. Not scalding hot, you know, I don't have to, you know. It has to have some cool to it to a degree, but a lot less cool than what it was I was dealing with at that time. It was just absolutely ridiculous. That's how cold that was a good portion of the time. So yeah, man, I'm glad the Lord moved me through that. I'd imagine that was some karma for something I did wrong, or something he wanted me to gain strength for, or whatever the case. I don't know, but I'm glad it's over, man. I'll tell you the truth. Very, very glad that's over. At any rate, now I'm moving in the direction of whatever he asked for me. Hopefully it has hot water showers attached to it, no lobbies next to the window, comfortable bed. Because Lord knows I've been very, very blessed that every room I've had for the last 2 months has had a very comfortable bed. In fact, the bed I just was in was one of the more comfortable beds I had felt. So it's like, I don't want to take steps back with that. The first couple rooms I had, first 2 rooms I had, the beds were god awful. But I do believe that they have gotten most of those bad beds out of there. So hopefully that will be the case once I go into my new room, man. And so I'm just asking for favor, man. I really do want out of the Studio Lodge Hotel entirely. But I want to make sure that I'm welcome in the right place. You find yourself in the wrong neighborhood, the wrong apartment, got terrible neighbors, all different types of stuff. I don't know what I'm welcome into my life when I say get me out of here right now. Just get me to where you want me to be when you're ready. In the meantime, equip me for being who I need to be for right now. That's what I'm asking for. That's it. Anything else that would otherwise want within me to expedite that process, anything that would try to speed up that process or make it so that I'm doing stuff that's not meant for me, walking in spaces that are not meant for me, making it so that I'm welcoming the wrong things into my life, I want that to be out of my life, not necessarily for the Lord to hurry up and put me somewhere. Nah. Don't just hurry up and put me somewhere. Place me where you want me to be and let me be equipped with who I need to be for the time being while I'm waiting for you to do so. May I be at peace, take away all the angst and frustration and whatever may be. Get all that out of my life. Whatever makes me impatient, whatever makes me irritable, that's what needs to go. So that I can be equipped to be who you need me to be while I'm waiting for you to do whatever it is you want to do. That's what I'm telling the Lord, man. And so that's really what it's about, man. I would love to end up in a place like one of these type of lounges. If I can zoom out. You know, something like this. One of them new age places. That would be really cool for me. But even that, you want to make sure has the right energy attached to it. You know what I mean? Make sure that I got good neighbors. Make sure that I'm welcome there to whatever spiritual degree, you know, because a lot of times you go places, you think it's going to be good for you till you get inside and you start going through the realities of your life while there and you realize you ain't happy to be there. You can't wait to get out of there. More of the same. Don't want nothing to do with that anymore. More so want to enjoy whatever it is the Lord has for me. That's it. So, yeah, man. Turning back around and head back the other way. The Louise. What street is this? Edgemont. Yeah, I'm way down Edgemont in Hollywood. There's a lot of apartments over here. But, yeah, man. That's really what's up. I hope everybody's having a great day. I feel great. I'm glad that room is behind me. I'm telling y'all, that's part of what it is that I'm walking off of. It's the strength of understanding that I ain't, in theory, won't ever have to lay my head in that room again. Never again. Won't have to take another cold shower again. I was telling God that this morning. Wherever you put me, make sure the shower is good. It ain't got to be amazing like the room I had prior to this, where the shower was perfect. But the funny thing about that is, even though the shower was perfect, the what do you call it? The smoke detector would go off every time I take a shower. So that's what came with that. It's like nothing ever actually perfect in this circumstance, but that's what it was I was dealing with. And so taking them showers there, even though I was loving it, couldn't stand there for too long because it started beeping in the morning. So I just wanted to put me where he wants me to be, man. He got me used to that, and he got me used to these cold showers, and went from a great shower to the worst shower ever. It's like, just make me equipped for what you got going on, God. So yeah, man, that's pretty much what I gotta say. I think I'll leave this video with that. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching.